What is going on, people? If you couldn't tell by the title, I am here for probably the biggest unboxing I think I've ever done, besides for, a Black Friday, I guess you would call it unboxing. But this, now I can't think of the YouTuber's name. I saw a video where he's kind of giving the hints and tips away for his collecting, where he gets most of his movies. And he mentioned HamiltonBook.com. And if you couldn't tell by the title, that's what it's what I'm going to name it. HamiltonBook.com supposedly used to be one of those like ordering sites, almost like a Columbia House or something like that, like a catalog website, and supposedly it stopped doing that. But it's got a whole bunch of it was only books, I guess, at one point in time, but now they're carrying Blu-rays and DVDs and such, and they're carrying it for cheap. So when I went to the website, they got a whole bunch of stuff for like under $5. They have other ones for, under $10 and such. So I went and I looked at a lot of the movies that they had there, and a lot of these titles, I wouldn't say a lot of them, but a good amount of them I've wanted to pick up for the longest time, and I just never picked them up, and they were always a little bit too expensive. But I found them for cheap enough on the website, so I'm like, why not get them now? So I believe there's 30 titles here, and before shipping and such, it came to like, I want to say $140 after tax and stuff like that. I think I paid $160 between the two for 30 movies, and that's plus tax and shipping. So really couldn't complain about it too much. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I got a whole bunch of movies in here. Kind of forgot what I got. I know there's a few that off the top of my head that I was, waiting for. It was supposed to get here next Tuesday, but it got here today. So anyway, before I do unbox all this stuff, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button at the end if you enjoyed this video, hit the little bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff, and yeah, if you want, share it with your friends and stuff, if they're interested in not only starting a collection or whatever. Like I said, I got 30 movies for, like $140 before everything, and that's not bad at all. That's like another Black Friday, so that's what I considered this. So anyway, I do have this interesting looking package, and then this big guy here. I separate it into two different, hopefully my camera, okay, it got very blurry. I separated it into two different orders. So this one I'll open up first. This one I believe has like 8 titles in it. The other one I got had like 22 titles, and a lot of them were from like $3.95 to $5.95 or whatever. So yeah, let me find some way to open this thing up correctly, and then we'll go from there. So how many do I have in? Yes, no. Yes, there's 8 in here. So I'll just pull these out, and then I'll show you what I did get. Again, I don't remember exactly. Oh no, there's more. There's 9 in here, it looks like. So anyway, like I said, I'll just pull these out and show you what I did get. Okay, the first one that I got was the Canyons with Lindsay Lohan and James Dean in it. I remember seeing this everywhere. Not everywhere, but I saw trailers for it. Wondered what it was. And I'm like, yeah, why not get it? It's got, like I said, Lindsay Lohan and James Dean, who is a porn star. So I picked up this one, the Canyons. The next one I did pick up was The Last Robin Hood. And with these, they're all, I was wondering how they came, if they were like opened or whatever. All these are completely, new and shut, I believe. So the next one is The Last Robin Hood. The next one I got is, I've wanted to get this one, just never picked it up, and it's Hail Caesar. I believe this was like $6 or something like that, so I finally picked that one up. This one is Hell and Back. I remember seeing this. It's like one of those like claymation type movies. I remember seeing a trailer for it for all those years back, and I totally forgot about it until now. Hell and Back. I was wondering if I was going to get it because they had the picture for it, and I was like, I don't know if they're going to give me the steel book or not, because they had the picture of the steel book, but there's a few times on Amazon where I didn't get what I was supposed to. But this is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, the steel book of it. So that one was pretty cool. And like I said, it does, come sealed and whatever, and it might have the digital HD in there. All right. The next one, like I said, I'm going to try to kind of speed through this because I got a lot of movies. This one I just thought I'd check out to see what the hell it is, and it's Seven Sisters. I saw the trailer for it, and it seemed pretty interesting. It's almost like a, what do you want to call it? There's someone who has seven septuplets, I guess you want to call it, like identical, and the whole premise is they're trying to kill off all these babies, like one, they're limiting it to one child per household or something like that. So what they end up doing is for their whole life they kind of end up playing just one sister. There's 7 of them, but they all end up playing just one. So that was pretty interesting. Seven Sisters. I saw the trailer, like I said. Joy, I never owned this one, so I thought I'd pick it up with Jennifer Lawrence. Never owned that before. This one is the Tooth Fairy 2-movie collection. The first one was alright, and then the second one has Larry the Cable Guy in it, so I decided to pick that one up. Like I said, Tooth Fairy, the double feature. This one here is One Fine Day. I just picked it up because it had Michelle Pfeiffer in it, and George Clooney, and it was cheap enough where I'm like, why not? $4 I think it came to, so I picked up that. And this last one, never heard of it before, and it sounded pretty interesting. The lady in the car with the glasses and a gun. I think this is like a remake or something like that, because I did see a trailer for like a black and white version of this movie, I guess. So I'm guessing this was another, like a remake or something like that. If anybody knows anything about any of these titles, let me know, and I'll just let me know, I guess. And like I said, this is the second one. This one should have the bulk of my purchases. Like I said, I think I purchased in one of the orders like 22 movies. So I don't know if they sent all of them in this or a couple of them in the other one, and I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm gonna open it this way and let me see. All right, so it does have these nice packaging, trying to keep them all safe and whatever. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it looks like it does have all 22 movies in here. So yeah, let me just pull this stuff out, and then just kind of reach in here and pull out. Like I said, as you can see, it's pretty deep and full of movies. So here we go. I'll pull out this stack first. Alright, this has Vinnie Jones, Christian Slater, Jake Crocker, and Emily Tennant. There's a lot in here that I just heard, and I'm like, why not? Let me, like I said, I think most of these in here were under $5, so none of them came to more than that. So this one is RLJ, and it's Way of the Wicked. No idea what it's about exactly, but I'm like, why not try it out? This one, I remember getting released, and I didn't pick it up then, but it's cheap enough now. It's by RLJ, and it's IT. I think a group of people kind of set up a like surveillance system in Pierce Brosnan's house, but what they end up doing too is kind of realizing that this guy's rich and he has a daughter and whatever, and I think they kind of fix it for them to be able to break into the house and all that stuff. IT. This one I just never owned before, and it's The Last Exorcism Part 2. I did, I think, own it on DVD, but I never got it on Blu-ray. This one I just never owned. Bleed for this. I think I didn't find it during Black Friday the one year, so I just never picked it up. The Numbers Station. I don't know. Like I said, a couple of these I just picked up to pick up. Like I said, Numbers Station. I don't know. This one is Chain Letter. I think this is a horror film that along the lines of like Unfriended or something like that, where you get an email for, you know, a chain letter, and I guess if you don't continue it or something like that, something happens to you. But chain letter, or it's almost like The Ring or something like that. I remember seeing a trailer. So a lot of these I checked the trailer beforehand, and you know, I just picked it out. Okay, this one I just picked out, The Witches of Oz. No idea, never even heard of it. This one is Damned by Dawn. The trailer, the cover looked pretty good, and then I checked the trailer out, and it looked. But again, there was a few with the same exact name, so I don't know exactly which one is which. But for, like I said, under $5, I, you know, can't really complain. This is Paz Vega in Cat Run. I saw a trailer for this one. It seemed pretty interesting, almost like a vengeance type movie kind of deal. Bruce Greenwood, Caitlin Collin, and Kerry Hughes or Elways, you know, from The Princess Bride and Saw. I got it pretty much because of him, and it's called The Riverman. No idea what it's about. I think this is about Ted Bundy, or is it? Yeah, the killer Ted Bundy. So something to do with Ted Bundy. But like I said, anything with Carl Elways in it, I'd get it. This one's no idea what it's about, but it's 13 Teen. I don't know if it's just 13 or 13 Teen or something like that, but just picked that one up. Let's see. This one I wanted to check out, but I never picked it up, and it's a 33. I believe this is the one with the Chilean Miners, where there's, in 2010, 33 Chilean miners were buried alive. So this is, you know, their story and them getting out. Cabin Fever, Patient Zero, never owned this one, and it was always like 20-something bucks, and I was just never went to get it. But again, under $5, why not? The next one I got is, here's another one that I wanted to pick up for the longest time, but it's always been, you know, a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it. And The Mind's Eye. I remember seeing trailers for this one. This is another RLJ movie. The next one, this is another one that wanted for a long time. All Superheroes Must Die. I remember, I don't know if it came out around the time of, you know, Kick-Ass and stuff like that, but I remember seeing this and always wanted to check it out. And again, it was always, you know, I want to say out of my price budget, but it was just, there's some movies I'll have in my cart and then I'm like, yeah, I don't really need it. This one was only like $2, so I thought I'd pick it up. It's the Shark Week Fins of Fury. It says 5 hours of teeth chomping action. Anything to do with sharks, I'm gonna pick up. Like I said, $2 for this, so you know, 5 hours of anything with sharks is good enough for me. This is the Accidental Exorcist. Again, cheap enough where I'm just like, I'll buy it and pick it out. Like this, I kind of look at this like going into Walmart and just picking out random titles in the you know, $5 bin, or what is it now, $3.74 bin, or whatever the hell it is now. Like I said, all these are okay. One does have a one has a slipcover as well, so that's pretty interesting. So the next one I got is Condemned, another horror movie that I've you know, wanted to check out. This is the only one I did get with a slipcover, and it has Ray Liotta in it, Seth Green, Ashley Judd, Blake Ryan, and Joe Pantoliano. Oh, Joey Pants is in this one. Okay, this is The Identical. Kind of looks like a what do you want to call it? A Elvis Presley impersonator, something like that, or having to do with Elvis Presley. What does it say? Okay, it says nothing about Elvis Presley in here, but yeah, I don't know. The Identical. The other one is Dolph Lundgren in Shark Lake. I remember hearing about this and finding it, you know, too weird to pick up, but for under $5. I said, okay. This is Macabre. What's the... I have other movies under this, like, title, whatever, Macabre, whatever, and it's Bigfoot, the Lost Coast tapes. Okay, anything Bigfoot I'll pick up just to check out what it is. And last but not least is one that I don't think I ever even owned it on DVD back in the day, but that's Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver. Gorillas in the Mist, The Adventures of Diane Fossey. I remember watching this when I was really young and totally forgot about it. So, yeah, like I said, for $140, I got all these movies. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them, really any of them. And, you know, for cheap enough, I'm like, yeah, let me just pick them up. And you know, couldn't really beat the price. So I'm like, why not pick them all up now and save myself the trouble in kind of going anywhere else. Like I said, I'll leave the link to it's Hamilton Book, not Hamilton Books, but Hamilton Book. I'll just show you the stack and kind of go through all of them very quickly and go from there. A lot of these, like, there was only one with the slipcover, which I'm not, you know, too worried about. I got making myself look like a fool here, but this is what I got for $140. So you can't really, like I said, beat that. Again, identical. Joy. This is Canyons. Tooth Fairy 2 movie collection. This one I'm interested in. Seven Sisters. Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrel. The Last Robin Hood. Hail Caesar. Hell and Back. One Fine Day. Lady, what the hell is this? The Lady in the Car with Glasses and a Gun. Way of the Wicked. IT. Condemned. Last Exorcism Part 2. Bleed for This. The Number Station. Chain Letter. I think I'm going to check that one out first because it looked pretty interesting. The Witches of Oz. Not the Wizard of Oz, but the Witches of Oz. Damned by Dawn. Cat Run. The Riverman. 13 or 13 Teen or whatever. Bigfoot. Shark Lake. Gorillas in the Mist. 33, or The 33, should I say. Cabin Fever's Patient Zero. The Mind's Eye. All Superheroes Must Die. Shark Week, Fins of Fury. And Accidental Exorcist. So again, I'll leave the link to it. Hamilton Book. HamiltonBook.com in case you wanted to check it out. Like I said, I forget, I want to give the YouTuber credit, but I don't remember the name of the channel that I saw it on. He mentioned it. He said Hamilton Book. That's the best way he does it. And I checked it out, and that's what I got. So if you're interested in building a collection for pretty cheap, I'd say check that out. Again, check the description for everything I talk about. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that bell button for knowing when I do upload more stuff. And if you want, and you've seen any of these movies, and you know, tell me which one I should watch first or not. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to put into my collection and in alphabetical order. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this. And I guess until next time, I'll see you guys.